So the Madara SS Plus weapon came back a few days ago, and I thought to myself, what a perfect opportunity to make a full review over the combos and everything it has to offer. And towards the end of the video, I'll be leaving my review out of 10. So without wasting any more time, let's just hop into the video. So at the beginning of the video, we're going to be going over aerial and ground light attacks. To do light attacks, all you need to do is press square if you're on PlayStation, or X if you're on Xbox. So the first light attack is nothing too crazy. As you can probably see, the character just smacks the fan on the floor. But when the light attack is pressed 2 times, as you can see, it does it vertically and then horizontally. Same thing, nothing too special. However, when pressed 3 times, the character kind of gets down on the floor and kind of breaks down, which is pretty cool, I guess. And when pressed 4 times, the character does a mini majestic destroyer flame. That's where the weapon really gets crazy. And keep in mind, these are only the light attacks, not the heavy ones. And an aerial light is nothing too crazy, just a right hook, nothing too special. The double aerial light is nothing too crazy, just swings the fan right to left. As you can see, it's not that broken, but it does come in handy sometimes. Now moving on to the triple aerial light, which is way cooler. Summons a whole Susanoo arm and just smacks the person in front of you. This one's really cool in my opinion. Alright, moving on to the heavy attacks. So we're on to the main star of the show, the heavy. Obviously we all know this one, the most annoying heavy in the game, and mainly why everyone's trying to get this weapon. Now we're moving on to the aerial heavy. In my opinion, this one is better just because you could combo with it and stuff, do a bunch of like cool jutsu to heavy combos. I think this one's really good. Damage on it is insane as well. Okay, so we're going to combos right now. Okay, so the first, just the light and heavy, kind of uses the Susanoo arm, pushes, and then does a tornado. In my opinion, this is really cool and could be used as a combo extender. Now we're on the double light heavy, so this one basically summons 2 Susanoo arms and then just smack your opponent, which is pretty cool, just not the most reliable thing in the world. Now moving on to the triple light heavy, this one just does the regular combo breakdancing and then pulls out a sword from underneath the ground, piercing your opponents, which is pretty cool. It just seems to never hit, but it's still cool nonetheless. Even if it might not be the most reliable thing, it's still nice. Now we're on the charge attack. My bad, this is not the best or clearest video in the world, but here's a slow motion. Kind of gets close, does a little back kick, and then finishes it off with another kick. It's alright, nothing too special. And if y'all want to see some more SS Plus reviews, or just some like gameplay or jutsus or whatever like Shinobi Strike content I would like to see, just let me know in the comments and I'll probably do it. So I made this list about the categories that I think people would care to know, and if you want to know or want me to rank something in the weapon that I didn't mention in this list, just feel free to type in the comments. I will definitely reach back in no time. So the first category on the list is damage, and I gave it a 9 out of 10 because I really do think this is what makes the weapon stand out. And we all know how punishing it could be if you get hit by it, especially the heavy attacks. So for speed, I did give it a 6 out of 10, just because most of the attacks that you are going to use, like the heaviest, can be anticipated by the opponents and would probably need a jutsu to hold them in while you use it. So I gave the range category an 8 out of 10 because we all know how far the jutsus can reach. And let's not forget the majestic destroyer flame. Moving on to combos, I did give it a 9 out of 10, as you probably saw in the beginning of the video, as some of them could stun opponents, some could extend combos, and even using them to keep range in between you and your enemy. Now moving on to reliability, I did give it an 8 out of 10 just because it could be used in any situation pretty easily and you would get some really good use out of it no matter what game mode you're playing. Moving on to the last one, user friendly. This one's pretty simple. Just imagine you just started the game and you were given this weapon. And unlike other weapons where you have to set up your attacks or time it perfectly, but on the other hand, this weapon doesn't require a bunch of thinking or a lot of strategizing. It kind of just does its own thing. And if you want to know anything more about this weapon or any other SS Plus weapons, jutsus or anything, just type them in the comments. And now the final rating of the weapon is a 9 out of 10. Just because of how versatile it is and how it checks out most of the boxes you want a defense weapon to have. So I think this is a really good weapon and you should definitely use your scrolls to get it. And since you guys made it this far, I would highly recommend liking and subscribing for more content like this. Thank you and see you in the next one.